So this is like we're going to do a forward, we're going to push onto a forward outside edge and hold it and go all the way around the circle. Now to do that, so let's say I'm going to go on a circle that goes around there behind me. So this is, so what we call the bar is what we call the short axis, is along the short axis, and we're going to go around in a circle like this, okay? So it's as if we're going to go around in a circle like that. So I'm going to place my standing leg parallel to the bar, place my other leg behind it like I'm going to push off, and I'm going to have my shoulders face the bar. So see, my hips are facing along the axis of the bar, and my shoulders are twisted 90 degrees. I'm going to show it this way, okay? So there, axis, have to be the other way. Okay, so here's the axis. My shoulders are twisted 90 degrees, okay? And we can hold on to the bar briefly if we need to for a little bit of balance. And now the foot, imagine I put magic glue, super glue, right here on the, like my ankle, and right here on my ankle. And we stick it together. We call that the coup de pied position. And coup de pied means neck of the foot. That's right here. We just want to, once, if we're not standing on this free leg, we're going to stick it against the foot. So it's not just wobbling all over the place, throwing us off balance, right? So when we take a push, we're going to bend our knees, push. Now we don't want to push like this, so we're going to use our lower back momentarily, like flatten that lower back, so when we push, we have something to push against, and we're not just tilting forward, and then we stick it against there, and our shoulders are rotated 90 degrees. Okay, so but we're not going to be pushing right now. We're just going to be standing on it. So we stand in this position, coup de pied, shoulder rotated 90 degrees, and you see that my legs are turned out. Okay. And we're going to do what we call promenade. Promenade is where you can practice this, holding onto the bar if you need to, where we just move our heel forward again and again and again, and we go in a circle. Okay? That's a ballet thing, but we're kind of using that to simulate, in a sense, what happens on the ice when you just hold in a circle and you turn around. That magical turning around doesn't really happen in ballet, so we're going to promenade. I guess we could also try standing on the spinner and just pushing ourselves around very slowly and evenly. That'll work for promenade either also. So either way, either you go with your heel like the way we do it in ballet on the ball of your foot, or you can just stand on a spinner, be all balanced, and just push yourself, use the bar very gently to push yourself around. Now here's the thing. As we promenade, we're going to practice on twisting and untwisting our spine. So first thing we're going to do, so we start out there, 90-degree twist. Now, the thing is, so I'm twisted 90 degrees to my left. When I come around the full circle, I'm going to be twisted 90 degrees to my right. Okay? So my body overall is turning to the right, and my shoulders are turning in the same direction as my body. So my shoulders are turning in the same direction as my hips, basically, but in a sense they're turning faster than my hips. Okay? So here's the way I think about it. My feet need to go all the way around, and in that, right, and in that, my shoulders need to go from here to here. So halfway from here to here, with respect to my body, for my shoulders, is facing straight front. Shoulders same as the hips, okay? We're not going full circle. We're just going halfway around the circle. So when my feet are halfway around, I'm facing away from back to the bar. My shoulders and hips are facing the same place. Then my shoulders continue going to the right. And so then when I get back to the bar, see, I'm twisted to the right. Okay? So we're going like this. So you see, like the shoulders are moving faster overall compared to the ground than the hips. Okay? So there. So that's what we're practicing. Okay? So that's not contrary motion, but it's a very important motion. It's one we use a lot. You know, both going in the same direction. Okay, so here, right, again, we started on a forward outside edge, so we're going in a circle to the right, okay? Now, what if instead we start like this? So see here, my hip is starting turned out, my standing leg. Here, my standing leg is starting turned in. And this is what we call a pre-rotated position, like if we're going to be doing a loop-sized circle. Okay, so now it's like I'm going to do a forward outside edge around there to the right on the other side of the bar. Okay, so now I'm going to do just a half circle. So for a half circle, my shoulders stay facing where they are and my hips just move under me, just like that. There's my half circle. Okay. Now with my moving my shoulders against my hips, right? So if my shoulders aren't really moving, but I can think of right now my shoulders are moving to the right. And I kind of see I get that, especially that little free leg. I can push my free leg against the rest of my body and things lock into place like that. I get that full spinal twist and I'm solid. See, I'm balanced. And I can go the other way. And then it's my standing leg, like pressing against the free leg to get that full, everything locked into place. Okay? So there's shoulder against the hip, half a turn. Now we also do shoulder against the hip, a full turn like this. So for the first half of the turn, we don't do any. Then the other half of the way around, then we do. So we're going to start off like this. We're going to end off twisted the other way against the bar, away from the bar. So we start off twisted to the right. We go around half a turn, stay twisted to the right. Now we're going to do see, now my shoulders are facing the wall. Now as we do the other half of the turn, we turn the shoulders under it. So we start and we do that twist there. So see, I started out half a turn, keeping the spine twisted, and then another half of the turn, twisting the spine the other way. We can go back the other way we came. Half a turn, keeping the spine twisted. Other half of the turn, twisting the spine the other way. Half a turn, keeping the spine twisted. Other half of the turn, twisting the spine the other way. Okay? So, and we can also try it faster. Boom. 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 Right? So we can practice kind of loop types of movement that way, for example, even on the floor, stuff like this. Like we can do one, right? So we can turn and then end that turn by twisting our spine the other way, so-called reverse check there. So I turn, end it. Turn, end. Of course, that requires more, since ballet training, but it's the same idea. It's very similar to the way we do loops. Again, to review, we have 3 different kinds of things. So the first we have half. I'm going to do it on the left foot now. First we have coup de pied. We have just half turns, keeping the shoulder facing the bar, and we twist the shoulder against the hips, just half a turn. The second is we keep the shoulders and hips together for half a turn, and then move them against each other. Keep them together for half a turn, move against each other. And then we also have, actually the original one we did, So these are both pre-rotated. So the original is, again, not pre-rotated, where we move them in the same direction, like we're going around a large circle. Halfway there. Same direction. Okay. All right, so that's actually the first one we're going to do. Then we're going to do the two pre-rotated ones.